guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cooking with Albi. So as you read the title today, another awesome recipe to make. We're going to do some penne pasta with pesto. Okay, so that's a great classic Italian dish that everybody knows. So today we're going to see how we're going to make it from scratch, obviously. So before we start anything, let's check a little bit our ingredients that we have today. So we have some penne pasta, obviously. I have some pine nuts, some grated parmesan cheese, some garlic. This is some fresh basil, some salt, pepper, and some olive oil. So as you can see, really simple ingredients. Like I have under 10 ingredients for the recipe today, so that's really simple, and that is simple. So let's start right now with our recipe. We're going to start with the pine nuts. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to roast those pine nuts. So let's go to the stove. Alright guys, so for our pine nuts, so that's important that they are toasted. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to toast them in a pan. So you could have toasted them in the oven as well, but I prefer to toast them in a pan because you can keep an eye on it. So I have on medium heat right now. So it's going to take about 5 minutes. But you need to make sure that you always shake them like this, otherwise they're gonna burn on one side. As you can see, they start to be a little golden, but not enough yet, so I'm gonna keep toasting them. Hi guys, so our pine nuts are ready. So as you can see, they're a little golden right now. So you don't want to over toast them, otherwise you're gonna have a brown color to your pesto. So just like this, that's the best. So now I'm just gonna take them out of my pan. Alright guys, so now let's take care of our garlic. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna peel the garlic. Now guys, I'm going to remove the germ that we have on the inside of the garlic. So give a little bitter taste. So just in case you're wondering why I'm taking it off. Okay, so now I'm going to smash my garlic. So we're going to blend the pesto. So technically I shouldn't have to do this, but just to make sure that my garlic is really small, I prefer to smash it first. And then we're going to blend it with the rest of the ingredients. Okay. So now guys, I'm going to take care of my basil. So what I want is only the leaves. So basically all the stems. So the branches, like this, I'm not going to use it, only the leaves. Alright guys, so now that I have all my basil leaves, I'm gonna blend them, but to make my blender work easier, I'm just gonna cut them a little bit, so that way I don't have some big whole leaves to blend for my pesto. Alright guys, so now we have all our ingredients ready for our pesto. So the toasted pine nuts, the grated parmesan cheese, the fresh basil, garlic, and olive oil. Also, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper, but that's all our ingredients for today. Okay, so now that we have everything ready, let's make this pesto. So what I'm going to put first, I'm going to put my garlic, the pine nuts. So I'm going to save some pine nuts because I'm going to put some on my plate for later. Okay, so now I'm going to add some olive oil. Now guys, I'm going to use my hand mixer, but you can use a regular blender to do that, or the old school way is with a mortar, but the best way honestly is with a blender or a hand mixer like I have. Okay, so as you can see, I reduced the pine nuts as a paste. That's really important. So right now everything is smooth. So now I'm going to put my parmesan. Okay. So now obviously it's going to get thicker. Alright, so now you can see I have a thick paste. Okay, so my pesto is not ready yet because I'm still missing my basil. So now I'm putting my basil, so that's important guys that you put it at last. Okay, because if you blend too much this basil, basically it's going to turn brown. So now I'm going to add a little more of olive oil. Not too much, because I can still add some more later if I want. So now I'm going to blend this basil, and it's going to get this green color. Alright, so now guys, we're almost here. I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt, okay, a little bit of pepper. Now I'm blending one more time. That's it, guys. So look at this nice green pesto that we have. So you already know that this is going to taste amazing in our pasta today. Alright guys, so now that our pesto is ready, it's time to cook our pasta. So I'm cooking pasta for 2 today. So obviously in salty water, so for about 10 to 11 minutes for penne pasta, okay? So now our pasta are cooked, so I'm gonna strain them, but before I strain them, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna save some of this water I've been cooking the pasta, because I'm going to use them to make my penne today, okay? So I'm saving just some water, putting here on the side, and now I'm going to strain them. Okay guys, so now I just strained my pasta behind the pan, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of my pasta water, okay, inside. Alright, now I'm going to add some pepper to my pasta. Okay, so I put everything on medium heat, so as you can see, you know, I do have some water here, so that's perfect. That's exactly what I want, because now I'm going to add my pesto, okay? And so now I'm going to incorporate my pesto to my water, so as you can see now, my pasta are getting creamy, okay? That's important, guys, that you make this with your pan, because you know you need to incorporate basically the basil, the pesto with your water, okay? I'm going to add now a little bit more parmesan. It's gonna have a nice texture. So now guys, as you can see, we are completely ready. I'm just going to add a little more just for the color. As you can see here, I have some creamy pasta, okay? So that's exactly what we want. So that's why we use this pasta water, okay, to make those pasta creamy, okay? So now let's go plate those pasta. Alright guys, so I know that usually we do 2 different plating, but in that case, you know, it's gonna be a little complicated, but I mean, still going to try to make 2 different plating, but obviously you plate pasta in a bowl, so I have no other option right now. Okay. Alright, okay, so what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to grate some parmesan, a little bit more on top, okay? But now, what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to do some shaved parmesan instead. So, as you can see, it gives another look to my plate. Okay, I'm going to add also Pignons I had left. Okay, I kept some basil. Okay, garnish it. A touch of olive oil. And we will be done for today, guys. So that's our penne pasta with pesto for today, guys. So what do you think? Do you think it's good? Do you guys want to make it at home? So I hope you guys are going to make it at home. Subscribe to this channel if you didn't do it yet. And please make this recipe at home, guys. Okay, so simple, so easy. It took me what, 20 minutes to make this? So easy, so don't wait and make this. See you soon on my channel, guys, and keep cooking. Bye. That's one of those kind of simple dish that are always a success, you know? Invite some people over, you don't want to cook for hours, you make this. So what, you cook from scratch. Everybody's happy. Really good, guys. Make this now.